once again. Better get the plans ready. My hand steady on the trigger, you may fire when ready. I Bedaughter on the mic, smiling at the chaos. This force is with me, give me one day, I'll come back like a schizophrenic.
What's up everybody, Shadow Ninja here, and welcome back to Rage Quit. Today we've got another Star Wars Battlefront 2 video, and we're going to discuss the future of Battlefront after the new game mode has been released and it's all done and over with. Now, there have been a lot of information going over the last course of these couple of weeks. We know about the new reinforcements. We're almost going to get the community transmission for the new game mode, which I'm crossing my fingers. It's just going to be an open, non-linear conquest mode, but hey, we never know. But that's not what we're talking about today. What we're talking about is what's going to happen after the conquest mode or the Titan mode or whatever the hell they want to call it. What is going to happen to the game after that game mode has been released. Now, there have been a lot of speculations that they're just going to be like, alright guys, we're done with the game and we're going to go on to the next game, the Jedi Fallen Order game. Have fun. This video is very similar to the one that I made for Honor, but the difference between this one and the For Honor one is with the For Honor video, if they just stop making content altogether after year 3, I wouldn't be happy about it, but I would be content with it because they've made just enough content. They've made over 2 years worth of content to keep everybody satisfied and happy. But with Battlefront 2, that is not the case. Battlefront 2 had a very, very rocky start in the beginning of its lifetime with the whole loot box controversy. And since then, they haven't really been able to recover much at all. I mean, it went from the loot box controversy to the droidega controversy to the certain things being in the files, and they're putting it off, and they're saying, oh, we can't put certain things in the game because it's not canon, but yet you have Rey running around a Camino fighting Darth Vader. It was just very sketchy, and I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that DICE just didn't know what to tell people because they were being held on a leash by EA and Disney, which is completely fine, but as a gaming community that loves Star Wars, we expect nothing but honesty and nothing but the best. I mean, if you take up this exclusivity deal, we deserve as fans nothing but the best, paying our hard-earned money for AAA games as it seems. That's not to go and say that DICE hasn't done a really good job so far in the changes and improvements. The new heroes are great. They work well. The new skins for the Clone Troopers are awesome. I love running around on different parts of the maps, different Clone Wars maps, seeing all the different types of Clone Troopers. I was kind of worried about the fact that maybe it would look a little too weird seeing all these different Clone Troopers run around, but I don't mind it. The Phase 1 and Phase 2 Clone Troopers running around together seems almost seamless. You barely notice it half of the time, and who cares about canon as of this point? Because honestly, like I said before, DICE breaks their own canon in many different ways, and let's be honest, it's just a video game. It's not the movie. It's just something to play around with. But anyway, we're going to talk about the future of Battlefront. Now, what I personally think is going to happen, now this kind of goes back to the For Honor video, I think they would be absolutely stupid to, just cut off their content there because, quite frankly, they haven't really done everything that they could. They could do a lot more things. They can make more maps. They can make a couple new heroes. They can make new skins for maybe the Empire. They can make a couple skins for the droids. I mean, there's not a whole lot you can do, but I mean, you can do something for them. And they can make a couple maybe new game modes. I don't know if the whole community wants new game modes, considering that we already have Ewok Hunt, we had Jetpack Cargo, Blast, Strike, Galactic Assault, Starfighter Assault, and now we're gonna have this new Titan mode, quote unquote Titan mode, put in air quotes because I don't really know what it's going to be called. So I'm not really sure if new game modes would be the answer, but definitely something more. I mean, I would definitely like to see new skins for heroes as well. Darth Maul with his robot legs, Damaged Vader, which they've already come out and said that that's not really a possibility for them to do Damaged Vader, which doesn't make sense because he was damaged all the time in the expanded universe, whatever. But anyways, what I personally think is going to happen, if I were just to sit down and think about what was the most reasonable thing that would happen, I think that DICE has a higher chance of bringing in the last couple hundred, maybe more players by making 4 new heroes, similar to what they did for this one, just like how they did Anakin, Dooku, Obi-Wan, and Grievous. They should bring in characters like Ahsoka, Padme, Asajj Ventress, and maybe Zem Wessel. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Why not Jango Fett? Well, we already have a jetpack character in the game, and if anything, I thought that maybe if Jango Fett was going to be included into the game, he would be a premier skin for Boba Fett, kind of like in Injustice 2, where you put on a certain skin and it changes not only a whole appearance of the character, it changes their abilities and their voice lines. It could be something like that with Jango Fett. You put on the star card for Boba Fett, like a premier star card for Boba Fett, or a costume, and it changes Boba Fett's blaster into his double pistols. It changes his abilities, his appearance, all that fun stuff. But I don't think they're going to put Jango Fett into the game as much as I would like it, but also at the same time not like it, because having 2 jetpack heroes flying around the whole entire place would be very, very annoying. I'm not sure if Jango's jetpack would work a little bit different. Kind of maybe, I think Jango's jetpack, if they do put him into the game, should work like the Jump Troopers, but maybe just a little bit stronger, but not where he's completely flying in the air, because having 2 jetpack heroes would just be increasingly annoying as the matches go on, unless you had a hero that counteracted that, maybe with a lock-on feature, kind of like Finn, or maybe if you put in a character that had a jetpack. But anyway, that's what I think what we're going to get as far as heroes. I personally think that we're going to get Ahsoka, Padme, Zam Wesell, and we're going to get Asajj Ventress, just because Ahsoka and Asajj both have double lightsabers and they counter each other, and Padme and Zem kind of have a history. Zem tried to kill Padme, but I don't know if Padme knows who Zem is, and there could be a lot of cool dialogues between them, like, you know, how we have with the current heroes. And as far as maps go, I think that the map that has the highest chance of being in the game, and this kind of goes all the way back to the leaks that were shown even before Obi-Wan came out, is Coruscant, because Coruscant is a really cool map. It's just a map with a bunch of skyscrapers, and it's a city setting, and there were a bunch of battles on Coruscant. And as I was saying before about the leak that we had, there was a leak, or there was a sound effect leak of a Coruscant speeder. Now, I'm not sure if everything that's in the files or everything that's claimed as leaked is going to be in the game. I'm sure it's not. I mean, it's probably just placeholder things, and maybe just they're testing things out for certain maps in certain environments, but I think Coruscant has the highest chance of being in the game, only because it is like one of the most iconic places in the Clone Wars, not only the animated show, but the movies as well. You're always going back to Coruscant. You're always having a happy landing on Coruscant. But anyways, guys, that is what I think will happen. What I don't think will happen is we'll get any more game modes, and I don't think we're going to get any more Starfighter Assault maps. Maybe we'll get a couple of the Titan mode game mode maps. I would really like it if they made just a couple extra maps just for that game mode, so that we're not playing on the same maps over and over again. Just take it with a grain of salt. We don't know how this mode is exactly going to work yet. Maybe the first phase will be a whole phase of, you know, like Supremacy, where you take all the command points and then you get shot up to space and then you fight capital ships. Or maybe it's just going to be a hole-in-one thing where you can fight things on the ground, but then you can also go in the air and take out capital ships in the atmosphere of the map. We don't know yet. But anyways, guys, that is what I personally think is going to happen. It's a little bit disappointing. Yes, I know. I would have liked a little bit more. Maybe we'll have a couple more reinforcements down the line. Maybe a couple more clone skins. Nobody really knows at this point. This is complete speculation, and I hope this game continues for just a little bit longer, because Jedi Fallen Order is coming out soon, and I would hate for the game to be left off like this, because honestly, the new heroes and Geonosis is awesome, but I don't think that the game is satisfying to most players right now at its current place. Yeah, sure, it's getting better. Unless Titan mode blows everything out of the water and completely restores the game with a great conquest mode, I don't see this game going anywhere anytime soon. But anyways, guys, tell me what you think in the comments. Press the like button if you did enjoy the video, and press the sub tab and the bell on the side if you want to become part of the Rage Quit community and stay up to date with all the videos like Battlefront 2, Marvel Spider-Man, For Honor, Mortal Kombat 11, and more. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I will see you on the next one.